The shape of emperor penguin body helps them to survive. They have short wings that help them dive up to 900 feet to catch larger fish. They can swim up to 12 miles per hour for a short time, which lets them escape from their main enemy, the leopard seal. They can stay warm because they have a thick layer of blubber.
The sheer number of people in a group affects the amount of communication. Consider the difference between communication between two friends and communication in a group of 5 people. When friends talk, there are 2 people sending and receiving messages.
The situation is similar to a pregnant woman that has twin babies in her belly, says Avi Loeb of the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. He's proposing the idea in a paper that's been accepted for publication in the Astrophysical Journal Letters.
The sources of fear may change as the child matures. For example, a fear of the dark or monsters under the bed may give way to fears of burglary or violence. Tactics that don't work include teasing the child for being afraid, or compelling them to confront fearful situations.
The state of matter inside the cores of massive neutron stars is probably one of the greatest secrets of the universe. Here, the effects of both quantum and strong gravitational fields are at work, and as these objects are dynamically stable, their effects seem to be perfectly coordinated. The related question here is, do the laws of nature encode an upper limit on the maximum possible energy density, beyond which matter becomes insensitive to further compression?
The story of the atom bomb starts in the Edwardian age, when scientists such as Ernest Rutherford were grappling with a new way of conceiving the physical world. The idea was that solid elements might be made up of tiny particles in atoms. When it became apparent that the Rutherford atom had a dense nucleus, there was a sense that it was like a coiled spring, says Andrew Nahum, curator of the Science Museum's Churchill Scientists exhibition.
The stratosphere is a layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It lies above the troposphere. It begins 10 miles above the equator and 6 miles above the Earth's polar regions. Little moisture enters the stratosphere, so clouds are rare. Even though the stratosphere has complex wind systems, violent storms don't occur there.
The study, which looked at urban parks in 56 locations across 6 continents, including Australia, found that the biodiversity of the soil is tied to many ecosystem functions including plant productivity, water regulation, and plant pathogen control. Unexpectedly, the study found that plant diversity had a limited role in explaining the ecosystem functioning of city parks.
The term voice and text are multifaceted. Both have a wide range of meanings in everyday speech and academic usage. You may encounter the two used in a variety of ways, in connection with different subjects, and they won't always mean exactly the same thing.
The Texas law prohibiting abortion after detectable embryonic cardiac activity was associated with a decrease in in-state abortions and an increase in residents obtaining out-of-state abortions. The proportion of out-of-state abortions obtained at 12 weeks increased significantly from 17.1% to 31%.
The tsunamis could provide crucial information about the habitability of ancient Mars. The first one occurred when the planet must have been relatively warm and amenable for life, because it carved out backwash channels as it returned to the sea. By contrast, the planet had become much cooler by the time the second tsunami hit.
The typical AOI machine is composed of optics, camera, and illumination module. LED-based lighting is used for most AOI illumination purposes. However, the amount of illumination that used is just for the purpose. Although the programmable illumination module can be applied to decide how much illumination should be used, it also increases the risk of reduced field of view, FOV, and inhomogeneous lights distribution.
The typist must be comfortably accommodated in a chair that is adjustable for height with a backrest that is also easily adjustable both for angle and height. The backrest and sitting ledge, with a curved edge, should preferably be cloth covered to avoid excessive perspiration.
The use of work animals began long before humankind started to practice agriculture. The use of animal power is now considered by many people to be archaic and inefficient. Yet, despite the more than 50 years spent promoting tractorization in developing countries, the development gap between industrialized countries and those with weak, highly dependent economies has increased.
The whole purpose of making notes is to aid your learning. It is important to go back over them within a day of making them to make sure they make sense and make them legible for future revisions. Also, going back over them should highlight the key questions of areas in which you want to do further reading.
The wonderful framework of mature trees creates a secluded, enclosed atmosphere that unites a great variety of plantings to inspire visitors in all seasons. Spring in the garden is marked by leafing up and flowering of trees and the eruption of the flowers in the bulb meadows, and woodland understory.
The word radical from the Latin word for roots means anyone who advocates fundamental change in the political system. Literally, a radical is one who proposes to attack some political or social problem by going deep into the social or economic fabric to get at the root cause and alter this basic weakness.
The world's fifth largest continent, Antarctica is almost entirely covered by ice 2,000 meters thick. The area sustains varied wildlife including seals, whales, and penguins. The Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959 and enforced since 1961, provides for international governance of Antarctica.
Theories about how brain works remain a topic of debate. It is agreed, though, that the hippocampus, a part of the brain, is undeniably important for memory. When we experience something, the information is sent via our senses to the hippocampus, where it is processed. Scientists believe that brain cells called neurons first transform the sensory stimuli we experience into images in our immediate memory.
There are many kinds of pond, but nearly all are small bodies of shallow, stagnant water in which plants with roots can grow. Water movement is slight and temperatures fluctuate widely. The wealth of plants ensures that during daylight hours oxygen is plentiful. However, at night, when photosynthesis no longer takes place, oxygen supplies can fall very low.